juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barfield. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, teams are always trying to find a way to establish momentum early. I don't know if you could do it better than that, though, David. Opening play of the game, you hand it off, he takes it the distance to score a touchdown.
And who says you have to pass the football to create big plays on the ground? Simple play, execution great. Talk about setting the tone for a football game. Consider the message delivered for this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field. Quick release on the RPO. Shakes off the defender. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The give to the tailback.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Rainbow Warriors have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter.
Fresno State, 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dumps it off in the flats. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Warner. Stands in and takes the hit. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this 1st down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The play action fake. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Called the fake, and he wants to throw. Big guy smells it. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal and trick
because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Oh, they're after him. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to set up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out fast. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Davis looking to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Still on his feet. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's reeled in. It's Freeman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fresno State will have to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes the catch. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Davis looking to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to the back. Across the 10. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Takes the easy one to the back. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, and the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Slithers into space. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Forced out of the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close.
Hawaii 14, Fresno State 10.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Davis will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Davis looking to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Warner. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. The RPO, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Fresno State right back to the line. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Davis will throw. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fool the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Finds a little space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And running the option is so important for that quarterback, man. Making the right decision. Nice job sucking the defense in, pitching the football, and then look at it. The extra yards, he gets the rest. Nice 3rd down conversion.
On the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. Great job by the back on the option. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. sees an open space downfield. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To running room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that now